Can you see my screen?
Yes, Jim.
Okay. Okay. So yesterday, what did we discuss? How to create basically the users and how to map the users, all the things, right? So we started creating the work items. So different work items, and we have also seen what are the different types of processes we have, right? So based on the project, we need to select the respective process like basic process, agile process, CMMI process, and Scrum, all those things, right? So mainly we'll be focusing on the agile practice. So as part of that, we have created so any doubts in yesterday's session?
Uh, Nothing as of now, Jim.
Okay. Organization settings. Delete this. Don't want to create unnecessary confusion. So we'll maintain only one organization. Okay, we have only one organization. So as part of that, we created one project called new project yesterday. Okay. So first, let us start with creating with the teams basically, right? So assume there are different teams here. There will be one team which will be like the project name followed by the team. Assume I'm going to create a development team. Development, maybe module 1 team. Okay. Development module 1 team. Right. So I am the default admin here. In case if you want to add users, you can add the users like Charan or whoever it is, right? DevOps start. You see here, automatically the users are coming now because they are already part of the organization, Charan or whoever we have added. I'll save this. Okay. I can also add Charan. Save this. So these are the 3 users who are part of development team now. Okay.
Okay, Jim.
I think yesterday we have modified this project to Agile project, right?
I mean, like from base to agile, right?
Right. I think we have modified it. So now go to boards for under the new project. See here, there are multiple ways you can add the options here. Let's say here we yesterday we used this option. I will show you another 2-3 options. This is the best way. See here. This will be there irrespective of on which page you are. So here, new work item, epic, future, issue, task, whichever you want. Okay. So you can add in multiple ways. So we have added epic 1, epic 2, feature 1, feature 2, right? So the hierarchy will be like uh, first epics will be there, then features will be there, right? So now, right now, what we have done yesterday, we have just added, not created any links here. If you see here, backlogs, boards basically, we have features here. So if you have to go to work items, there are so many things. Now, how to do the parent-child relationship now? Assume you should go to epic 1, click on that. Here, add a link, you have option, related work. Okay. So we want to add a new item or existing item. So I have already
Existing
created
features.
a feature, right? Link type is going to be child. Okay. Child. Now what is our features? See, already it is listing. So right now we are epic 1, right? So feature 1. Okay. If you want, you can add comment. Done. Save it. So now I have created a parent-child relation. If I go to boards here. So now let us do a few more things. Let's say future 1, 2 is the child. I want to add this future as a child of my Epic 1. Let's say add a link.
Let's go by
Yeah,
parent then.
yeah, exactly. Instead of child, I will be adding as a parent. Who is going to be my parent? Here, Epic 1. Just
Epic 1 or Epic 2.
and save. Similarly, you can add the relations. Let's say now I'll go to feature 2, add a link, existing item. Again, I'm going to add a parent, which is going to be my Epic 2 this time. Okay, click. Now go back to your work items. Oh, sorry, I did not save this. Save it. Work item. Now let us go to Epic 2. Similarly, add a work item existing. This time it is going to be a child. Right? Who is going to be child? 2, 2. Epic for Epic 2, feature 2. That is the meaning. Right? Save this. Now let's see the hierarchy. Go to the boards. See here, there are 2 features. Then click on view as backlog. Now you can see, just expand that, it will display. See here, for this Epic, feature 1 and feature 2 are there. For Epic 2, feature 2 1 and feature 2 2 are there. Okay. In case if you want to add, you can add it from here itself. Let's say you want to add what? There are multiple ways again, right? I showed you here, new work item, right? Let us go and change it to features. Then new work item.
Can we add same feature in multiple epics?
Same feature in?
2 different epics. Like for example, feature 1, can it be added onto Epic 1 and Epic 2 at the
Possible.
same time?
Yes, yes. So let's say
Yeah,
I'll
maybe
add.
like functionality.
Add it. Now let's go and change. Go to your work items. Now go to Epic 1. Is this related work? Add a link, existing item. Now I'm going to add child, right? Whichever you want. Select. Want to add to 1? Add it. Sorry. Feature 3 we have created, right? Feature 3. Okay. Add it. Feature 1, 3 only, right? That's what we have created. Right. Now if you go to boards, we'll have 3 here. Okay. To answer, I think, Charan, you are asking something, right? So can we add, let me go to backlogs. Once you add this one, right, which are 1, 2 is part of Epic 1. This is already assigned here, already mapped to here. So that means it is not available anymore to assign it to any other epics, right? That will become a duplicate work, right? So ultimately, all these backlogs will get assigned to someone else. Let's say Epic 1 will be working team 1, and Epic 2 will be assigned to team 2. When you have already assigned feature 1 to in team 1, why do you want to do the same duplicate work in team 2 also?
Oh, okay, see, I thought like it's like a functionality, so it can be
No,
added
this
into
is
multiple
this is
epics.
for a
So in that
project.
perspective, I was thinking.
No, this is for a project. So
Yes,
that is the
okay.
reason they will not allow
So,
the
so work
duplicate
has to be
works.
assigned to someone, and obviously it will go to some team guy.
Right.
Got it, Ji.
Yeah.
And also another query, another short query. So, I mean, can we also have any, future use or any such kind of thing to relate between Epic 1 and Epic 2? or we can say like both of them are entirely different and we cannot connect them. I mean, like link them.
It completely depends on your requirement. I'm just giving an example of Epic 1, Epic 2 here so that you can understand. So your Epic 1 can be a module 1, Epic 2 can be a module 2. So ultimately, you need to combine these and release it as a single product. All these
Okay.
things just for, what do you say, understanding purpose. So you will understand better when we talk
Okay.
about repos. Okay. That's where actually we can link these
Okay.
things in repos. Okay.
Okay.
So now we have features, right? Let us do one thing. Now we want user stories for this. Let's say, let me select features here. Now for anyone, okay, I'll take one or 1, 2. Here, you see here on Mouser itself, it is saying add a user story. Where am I? Let me go to sequence, this one. This is user story 111. So Epic 1, feature 1, and story 1. Save and close. Similarly, add one more user story. Story 112. Save it. Okay. Now, if you go back to, where am I? Oh, I have added here. Okay. Don't want this. Delete. So I want to add for my feature 1. Okay. So basically, under user stories, you will have multiple tasks. Under user story 1, okay, you can add multiple tasks. Basically, click on that, you will get a plus symbol here. Task, which is that one. 111. Save. Right. And if you want to add one more task, task 112. Okay. And for the task level, you can actually add multiple things like linking your, let's say, properties you can add basically, right? You can add development link. What is that? Repository. See here, branch, which branch, all those things. You can link it on which branch you are going to fix this task, all those things. And user story is already getting linked because actually that's how we created that navigation, right? Okay, clear? I'm just trying to create a hierarchy here. Let's say user story, this one, task, under which we are creating. Maybe this 1121. 1121. Can add one more task. 1122. Okay, clear? This is how we can create. Basically, if you have somewhere, these requirements will be there ready, so you can quickly add these things. Now go to backlogs, board space code, right? Okay, like this, you'll have multiple things in Epic hierarchy. If you want to see as a hierarchy, view as a backlog. Here we will find. Now, if you expand this, sorry, if you expand Epic, we have multiple features. Here, like this. Epic 2, like this. Again, task 1, task 2. So this is the hierarchy. Okay. Now, if you go to work items, there are a couple of things which you can see here. Recently updated. You have filter, assigned to me, following, mentioned, my activity. There are so many options by which you can filter it, right? So basically, these are the IDs which will get generated in a sequential manner, irrespective of whether you are adding epic. Next, if you add epic, 3, it will be next ID, which is 37, right? You don't have to set it. This one, this is auto generated. Okay, it's a so see, basically there is a following. What is this? If you want to follow a specific thing, similar to your any social media, I can say I am more interested in feature 1, 2. Okay, I want to follow this. Okay, just click on this, follow. It will be so you can customize this by clicking on the settings. Not subscribed, subscribed, custom. When you select not subscribed, you only receive notifications from this work item when you have been mentioned. You know, right? If you give at the symbol and automatically you will get your name. So that is mentioned. If they mentioned, then only you will be notified. Subscribed, receive all notifications from this work item. So whatever any activity whichever happening, automatically you will be receiving the notifications if you are part of subscribed list. Right? These common features like YouTube or anything if you take. And if you want to custom, once you can do it, right? You will only be notified for the event selected here. State changed, assigned to changed, iteration changed. Then only you will get the notification. Okay. So if you want to do something, you can do that. Let's say I'll subscribe. See here, automatically it has changed to following. Right. Now, what is the advantage? Again, you have something called queries here. Okay. Here, queries. There is nothing as of now. These are the things which are by default followed work items. So that means how many you should get? Only one you should get because I'm following these two, 1 or 2, whatever it is. Feature 1, 2. This is what we have just followed. So like that, you can filter whatever recently updated, recently completed instead of seeing. See, right now we have only few, but in real time there will be thousands, right? That is the reason you have features here like this filtering. Just click on following. So you'll get only feature 2. I don't want to see all others. Just more interested on my following, wherever I'm following. And if something is assigned to me, only assigned to me. Nothing has been assigned to me. Okay. So I'll just let us go and leave it to the default. This is again to add different work items. So you can add work items wherever you want, right? So if you want to filter again, you can filter it here. Types. Epic, only you want to see epics, click on epics, you can see only epics. Okay. Features. Again, filter it again, assigned to me, unassigned, right? Everything is again state level. Everything is new here. In case if the state has been changed, then automatically all those things will get added here. Area, new project. Again, you have multiple projects, project level, you can do it. Clear?
Yeah, so let's just say if a person is following multiple features in different other projects, all of them will be listed in a single one, right? When you see following items.
Right. Whatever has been, based on the filter, if this criteria is matching, only those things will get displayed here.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So whatever we do, assume you can filter this and select, let's say, open query. Let's say, um, let me do some filtering. Maybe I want to see only the features. You see here, open filtered view in queries. Click on this. This will take me to the different page, which is query. So I can save this query. Let's say my query, my features list, right? There are two types of queries. One is my queries, another one is shared queries. I'll talk about this when we are talking about pipelines. Right now, you save it in my queries folder. Okay. Let's see here under my queries, whatever it is, features only will get it. Right. Clear. So what is the advantage? You can save the filters, whatever you want in work items, and those things can be saved in queries. So next time, if you want to see only those things, even that basically the reports, if you want to export all those things, that will be useful. Where is it? Right now, somewhere it is selected here. Nothing. I want to display all. Clear? And you have one more option like column options. You can add or remove columns for this here, whatever is displaying here, ID, title, assigned to me, right? If you want to add a column, maybe if you want to see the priority example. Okay, done. Okay, if you want to remove, you can remove. Somewhere it will be added, priority here. Okay. So if you can import these things in case if you have a bulk somewhere, you can import our items. Okay, all these things can be imported also. Maybe functional team will have all those things. Just can be a CSV file or something. Choose the file and select the file. So it will be displayed here. You can also do that. Okay. Items. Use this. Let's say there is recycle bin again, like normal thing. Let's say I'm going to delete task 111. Okay. Where is that? I have selected two there. Only one is enough. Delete. Deleted now. Go to recycle bin. This is again, it is will take you to query here. Okay. From here again, if you want to permanently delete or restore it back, I'll just say restore. It will go back to work item. See, it is come from here. It is back in my work items. So which one you deleted something? This one, right? And if you want to modify, update, add description, all those things, click on that, it will take you. Clear? So these are the options which are available in work items. Okay. If you want to remove all the filters, just click on this in case any filters are there. Here, just filter one. We'll talk this about when we talk about sprints. This is again linked to your filters. Clear?
Yes, dear.
Yeah. Okay. Now let us go board to boards. Now let us work with boards. What are the different options which you have? So boards are always displayed at the filter level, whichever you want, features or stories. Okay. So you can select, let's say, features. It will display all the features. You can see the number which is allocated to each and everything, right? So under features, you see here feature one. Under features, I have stories. See here, under story, we have like this. Okay. I can add from here also. Let's say new, whichever it is, the state. And if you want to add basically from, click on this here. Maybe let me do one thing, feature 1.3. Add a user story. Story 131. Okay. So there are multiple ways you can add. So done. Again, one more user story. 132. Done.
So under the user story, we can create the user task here itself.
Yes, yes, you can. Click on this. Automatically you will get. No, there is no option. Select stories. Okay. Now user story 1. You can add a task. I already have
Okay,
task, right?
okay, got it.
Got it, right? Task 131. Done. Same thing. Same thing is applicable for all. Okay. So we'll see at the story level so that we can easily use this. So now what we'll do, let us do one thing. Now let us play with this. Let's say uh, there are two tasks in this. Let me move this to here, active. See here, automatically as soon as I move here, it has become active and it has been assigned to this, right? Alternatively, you can also, what you can do, open and assign it here, unassign. If you want to assign it to someone, Jira and DevOps or whoever it is, it's a DevOps NDR. Save and close it. See here, it's been assigned. And change the state from new to active, it will move automatically. I'm not moving. So that intelligence is there. Okay.
Yeah, again, customize according to our wish to see what are active and what are new or what is
Exactly.
closed and what is
Yeah.
reserved.
So as soon as something, assume you have done this task, then move this to resolved or closed wherever you want. Okay. So let's say uh, now I want to customize some more, furthermore. Let's say I want to give some tag for every item. For example, let's say this is my user story is very important. I want to highlight. When you compare to other user stories, this user story 111 is very important. Okay. Click on this, open basically. Here, tag is there, critical. Okay. And multiple tags can be given. Basically, the purpose of tag is one extra property by using which you can do something. See here, maybe you want to see only critical reports, critical stories or critical tasks. All those things can be done here. Okay. So this critical is not highlighting now. Let me see. Let's say I want to highlight this with a red color. Where is this? Tag colors, right? Add a tag, critical. I want to show this as a red color. Save and close. It should reflect. It is not reflecting. See here. A refresh problem is there. Priority is there, but I want to highlight in a more, what do you say, attractive way, right? Certain things can be uh, customizable here based on your requirement. Basically, for the better visibility. Let's say, go to styles, uh, add a style rule. Let's say rule name is fine. Select. What we can do, select some different color, maybe light background color. Okay. And choose a field, right? Like what is the rule criteria? You can add some criteria for that, basically. Right? Add a new class, basically. Field name can be, let's say, so many fields are there. So just looking for some meaningful one. Let's say item start date is less than today. Example. Okay. Save and close. Now I'll go to a particular item. Okay. And where is that? No, let us go. Task will have a, what do you say? tasks will have, right? Basically, refresh. Go to user story, and you can add multiple tags here. Okay. So based on the tag, you can do some styling. Let us do one thing.
What kind of default tags are available now?
Default tags, you can define whatever you want, like critical, uh, high priority. It's a customizable, right? There is nothing which you can add actually. Just now we created that critical tag.
Yeah, understood. I mean, for
Add
our
one,
understanding, right?
right? So you can add one more tag here. Let's say low. That will be alone. Okay. Save and close. So if I go and change, add a tag as low. Okay. Let's save and close.
So tags can be given only to the user story, not the
Yes.
feature
See
or
here.
replica or these
Just
things, right?
highlight.
Only for tasks. Okay. Story or task? It's only for stories, right?
Sharon, your voice is payable, Sharon. Can you? Okay, one second. I'll increase my list.
Yeah. Sorry, sir. Actually, I'm traveling. My
Oh,
bad.
okay. No problem.
Yeah. So my query is like the tags are confined only to the user story or user task also.
User stories.
Okay. Ji.
So based on certain criteria, you can basically change the go to styles, styling, maybe rule name one. Okay. Then add a new rule, tags. Okay. Then contains the value, whatever you have, critical or low. Okay. This color, yeah, it is okay. Save and close. See here, this entire thing has changed. Again, if you want to highlight low priority one, style, add one more rule, okay, and change the color to maybe light blue, okay. Again, new this thing is tags contains low. Save and close. See here, clear, right? So this is how you can customize your dashboards. What is this 2 by 5? If you see here, this is green, right? Sometimes what happens, so let me go here. It's in my project. I should have, I don't want in active state more than 3. Up to 3, I am fine. I don't want more than 3 items here. See that 5 has changed. Now, let's say third here, 3 to 3 is fine. Bring the 4. You see here, red. That means it is giving something is not okay. So immediately I can take some action. Something is wrong. Please look into it. So that is the indication. So you can define all these things. As per my policy, I'm supposed to have only 3 active work items here, but I have more. So I'll just move it back 3 to 3. Okay, clear? So once you move it back, this status will, sorry, assign to will not change. Only status will change. You have to manually put it back. Okay, clear? You just go and say assign, unassigned. Okay, now go to settings. I want to show you one more here, backlogs, epics, features, stories. You can select from here also, right? Here, basically to filter it out. If you don't want to see epics, in this settings also you can do it, right? Say I don't want to see epics, save and close. You see here, epic is gone. Okay. Okay. Clear? Analytics will be nothing right now. Works are okay. So when we talk about the sprints and all, we will see as a backlogs. So these are the operations which we can perform on boards. Analytics, nothing will be there. That's from the board's point of view. Okay.
Okay, Ji.
Any doubt? Yes, okay. Now view as a backlogs.
Ji, what is the least number of state which we can define under the active, reserved, or closed? I
Sorry,
mean the count.
what is
The
the
count in the boards. Least number of items we can define. Like for example, under active, we have changed the maximum number from 5 to 3, right?
right? No, what does it
What
mean?
could be?
That is the criteria what I have defined here. I can go back and
Yeah. I'm saying what is the least? Yeah, what is the least number?
that is up to you. That's what there is
One.
nothing. You have to define your own rules.
Okay, no limitation.
What
Okay,
is
let's say
your
for
requirement?
example, if I want to keep only one action item in active, and rest of them should have to be moved to the other, the like
Right? No, it
everything has
will.
to be resolved. And
Yes, you can define based on your requirements. What it will show you is it will highlight
okay.
with the some color, red color maybe. Red color means some alert basically. Something is
Yes,
there,
Ji.
so which
Yes,
I
yes.
need to take care.
Okay.
So go to boards, view as backlogs. So what is the backlogs? Backlogs are nothing but whatever is pending, which is not assigned to anyone or basically not completed. Okay. So ideally in backlogs, better to have at the feature level. Epics are not required. Can just again navigate here. Feature to user stories, feature one, stories, like this. So view as a board. Again, you can go back to board. Again, columns you can add and modify like what we have seen in the work items. Same thing, right? But if you want to add, let's say task assignee is there, there is no assignee. So who are it assignee? So you can add assignee. Like what is the tag? It is already there, right? Can add columns here. Let's say created by. Okay, I just added. Close this. See here. Who has created this? I can see. Okay, you can add multiple columns like this. Okay, there are a few options here, whether you want to see or not, planning, all those things. This is completely for the sprints planning, right? It will display if something is there. And you can modify the working days here, how many days, and you can manage working with bugs, whatever is required here. The major purpose of backlogs is basically backlogs is nothing but a list of tasks which are pending, okay, which are not uh, assigned to any sprint. Right now we have not assigned to any sprint. So why there's so much of space here? Okay, first let us go to sprints. We see here There is nothing here right now. Okay. Something wrong. This refresh problem is there. Okay. Sprints. We can add a new sprint here. Let's say if you want to add a sprint, let me delete my existing sprints. These are the sprints which I already have, but I can basically, you know what is sprint, right? Anyone who doesn't know what is sprint?
Sprint means run, right? Or it's about the action items.
Action items. Basically, if you remember, the agile method will be followed by sprints. You will have your daily stand-up meeting and what has to be done, all those things. And certain tasks will get assigned to individual. Basically, module one you have to complete in sprint one. So your work will get divided into bits and pieces. Okay.
Okay.
First, we'll do one thing. We go to new project, project settings. Under project configuration, these are the things which we can specify. For new project, sprint 1, sprint 2, sprint 3, like this. Okay.
Yeah. Timelines or deadlines, something kind of like that.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'll show you first in org level. Check. Organization. At the project level. Project, new project. Within the project, go to project settings. In the project settings, select the project configuration. Okay. So you can add multiple iterations also. I will supposed to get iterations here. Is disabled for some reason. I don't know why. Just quite it. It's where did we add a new entry at the same level? I'm not posted. Delete also not allowing. Someone else added this project. Project. Want to create settings configuration. Maybe a week, my sprint 1, right? New one. Session name, maybe sprint 1, sprint 2. One. Started is so because we have our items here, we'll add the sprints. Set the date. This will start from here and end here. 7 goes. Okay. For my sprint 1, set the date today, and I'm going to end again this 7 goes. If you want to add sprint 2, automatically it will take
So the sprint timelines should exist within the project timelines, right?
right.
Okay, it shouldn't go beyond the sprint because I mean the beyond the
Yeah,
project
again,
timeline because it's no point.
ideally that is the plan. That is the
Okay.
reason why people will maintain sprints 7 goes. Okay. In my project, I have within the sprint, in case if you have assume your sprint is for 1 month, if you want to have a child iteration, you can do it. Again, let's say within that, if you want to maintain that, that is up to you. So we have project configuration. We have 3 sprints which we have created. If you want to add multiple things, you can add again. Okay. And what are your targets? Go back to your boards here. Sprints. Sprint 1, right? Sprint 2. You can add like this. Now go to backlog items. Backlogs. Here. Say select features. This is my current sprint. Sprint 7, 12 to whatever it is. So if whatever I have, just drag and drop here. Okay. Not feature level, user story level, you can drag and drop. I've successfully moved user story 1.1 to sprint 1. Okay. Clear? Like this, you can drag and drop to the sprints. See what it is not allowing you to add features here. Why is that? If you go to your org level, organization settings, right? There is our process, right? That is the setting which we can configure basically. We are with the agile, right? Backlog. Iteration backlogs is a task here. This is the reason it is not allowing you to add a feature. The backlogs. Project, codes, backlogs.
So we should be aware of the methods as well, right? Then agile
Yes, what you have to add all
Scrum
these things. User stories. New sprint example. Create. Sprints. So for that, whatever has been assigned, it will display. Yeah. Backlogs. You can drag and drop again. If something is you want to add more. Sprint 2. This one is specific to sprint 2. This is also sprint 2. So you can add. Okay. This is how you can add all your documents. Sprint 1, there are 2 user stories and 3 tasks. Sprint 2, there are 2 user stories and 2 tasks. Now, if you go to sprints, you'll see all these things. Task book, under the task book, which is been assigned to what, all those things.
A small query here. So let's
Okay.
just say one user task was added into one sprint which has to be completed within a week, and it was not done.
Okay.
So can we add into the second iteration,
Yes,
or
yes.
I mean, can we
Because
move?
until and unless if it is not closed, it will be there in your board, right? Task board.
Yes,
So you can
yes, yes,
always
yes.
move it to the sprint 2.
Okay,
Here I'm displaying only sprint 1
okay,
task.
and also, yeah, yeah, and also by reaching on to the deadline, the end of the sprint timeline, will it notify us, or can we make it notify like it is a deadline and the sprint task has to be completed, something like that?
See, every day you will be having your stand-up meetings, right? So you'll be monitoring
Yes.
it, you'll be updating it, right? So notifications also can be done. Every day reports can be sent. Whatever is pending, what is the current status, all those things. And always these dashboards are there. I'll show you dashboards also. How many open, how can you add all these things. Okay. You can create a dashboards. By referring the dashboard also, you'll come to.
Okay, ji.
Okay. Now if you select sprint 2, these things will change. This is like grouping basically. So from this group, there are 2 tasks. User story 112, task 1. Let me change this to active state, right? And it is closed. Example. You can move like this. So you can play around with this. Whatever is there. User story. In case if you want to add more new things from here itself, you can add. All those things can be done. Clear? This is how you can
Okay,
create sprints and you can assign or map your user stories and tasks to respective sprints.
okay, ji. And yeah, I have a small query.
Uh-huh.
So I asked you a question about the audit logs. For example, if someone has made whatever the changes, people are making, the administrators making changes, and the users are making some other changes. Do we have any specific location where the audit logs are stored?
Audit logs for which one?
For everything. Do we have individual, for example, we are making changes on the dashboard here, for example, by
Right.
adding the user task and all those things. So we can see who created it, assigned it to whom and all those things by customization. But do we
Mhm.
have any specific location where we get all the audit logs? Like if someone deleted something, how do we get to know that that specific admin or a person has deleted those things?
I'll show you that. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I got it. I got what you are saying. I'll take you that when you are talking about the topic, audit part. Okay.
Okay, Joe. Okay.
Yeah. So next
I
important
mean,
thing
if
is,
it's a bit, we can go tomorrow. Maybe.
yeah, yeah. I'll tell you when the audit part. So this is how you can add your sprints, create all those things. Another important thing is with the sprints, the capacity planning. What is capacity planning? How many resources are available? How many hours of resources are available? Let's say you have a user, all those things we'll see in next session. Now we know how to create hierarchy level work items and what are the different options which we have in work items and what are the different options we have in boards and backlogs and how to create sprints we have seen. So how to assign, how to query, all those things we'll see in next session.
Okay,
Okay.
Ji. Epic
Yeah.
future user story. Epic future user story is a task.
Sorry.
I was saying epic user story user task. Epic user story user task.
Kiran, your voice is completely breaking.
So, the hierarchy we remember today is like epic, future, user story, and user tasks.
Tasks, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Ji.
Yeah. Any other doubts? Others? Okay, and see you on Monday. Weekends there will be no class.
Okay. Ji. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Ji.
Thanks. Yeah. Bye.